Hello students, welcome back to Narayana Digital Classes. Today we will be solving the assignment number 20 on the topic solutions. Let's move on to the assignment. Here the first question. The question is, the vapor pressure of water at 23 degrees centigrade is 19.8 millimeters. 0.1 mole of glucose is dissolved in 178.2 grams of water. So what is the vapor pressure of the resultant solution? Right? So here we need to find the 0.1 mole of glucose is dissolved in 178.2 grams of water. So we will get a final solution. We need to find the vapor pressure of that final solution. Right? So the given data is the vapor pressure of the pure solvent, that is water, is at 23 degrees centigrade 19.8 millimeter. So the P0 equal to 19.8 millimeters. And the number of moles of glucose is, so here there is a solution which is contain glucose and water, right? Solution contain glucose and water. The just glucose considered as a component 1 and water considered as a component 2. So the number of moles of glucose, that is N1 equal to 0.1 mole, and the number of moles of water N2 equal to given weight 178.2 by 18 molecular weight equal to 9.9 moles. Right? So now we can calculate the mole fraction, that is X. X equal to N1 by N1 plus N2. So 0.1 by 0.1 plus 9.9, which is equal to 0.01. Now we know the partial pressure of the pure solvent, that is P0, and mole fraction X equal to 0.01. So according to Raoult's law, P0 minus P by P0 equal to mole fraction. So we need to find the solution vapor pressure, that is P. So what is the P0? P0 equal to 19.8. 19.8 minus P whole by 19.8. Mole fraction is 0.01. So this will be 1 minus P by 19.8, which is equal to 0.01. If you solve this problem, you will get the final pressure of the solution P equal to 90.602. So this is the final solution vapor pressure, which is P equal to 19.602. So the correct answer is second option. So this is the solution for the first problem. Right? Let's move on to the second one. Here the second problem. The vapor pressure of 10% aqueous glucose solution at 100 degrees centigrade. Here we need to find the 10% aqueous glucose solution's vapor pressure, right? So according to Raoult's law, P0 minus P whole by P0 equal to mole fractions, right? So 10% aqueous glucose solution contain 10 grams of glucose dissolved in 100 grams of solution. 10 grams of glucose dissolved in 100 grams of solution. So in this glucose weight (10 grams) and water, which is solvent, water weight 90 grams, right? So from this we can find the number of moles. For example, the number of moles for the glucose N1 equal to 10 by 180, which is equal to 0.05, and the number of moles of water, which is solvent, N2 equal to how much? 90 by 18, which is equal to 5. Then mole fraction X equal to N1 by N1 plus N2, which is equal to 0.05 by 0.05 plus 5 equal to 0.01. So the mole fraction equal to 0.01. So now we don't know the P0, that is partial pressure of pure solvent. So here the solvent is water. So at 100 degrees centigrade, vapor pressure of water that is P0 equal to 760 millimeters. 760 millimeters. Now we have the mole fraction that is equal to 0.01 and partial pressure of solvent P0 equal to 760 millimeters. Then we can find the vapor pressure of solution P, right? So if we substitute those values in this formula, P0 760 minus P, we need to find by 760 equal to 0.01, right? 1 minus P by 760, which is equal to 0.01. So 1 minus 0.01 equal to P by 760. So P equal to 760 into 0.99. So the partial pressure of this solution P equal to 752.4. So the partial pressure of the P equal to 752.4. So if you observe the answers, so the third option, which is given approximately, which is nearer to the our partial pressure P equal to 752.4. So we can choose the third option, which is approximately 751.6. So the correct answer is third option. Here the solution for the second problem. Let's move on to the next one. Here the third problem. The vapor pressure of dilute aqueous solution of glucose is 750 millimeters of Hg at 373 kelvins. The mole fraction of solute is. So we know the Raoult's law. That is, the formula for the Raoult's law is P0 minus P by P0 equal to mole fraction, that is X. So they have given the solution vapor pressure, that is 750 millimeters. 750 millimeters. So P equal to 750 millimeters. Right? And we know that at 373 Kelvin or 100 degrees centigrade, the water vapor pressure is 760 milliliters. 760 millimeters. So that is P0, the pure solvent vapor pressure P0, 760 millimeters. So at 100 degrees centigrade or 373 Kelvin, the water vapor pressure is 760 millimeters. So we know the partial pressure of the solvent, that is 760 millimeters, and we know the pressure of the solution, that is P, which is 750 milliliter. Substitute these values in this formula, we will get the answer. So the mole fraction X equal to 760 minus 750 by 760, which is equal to 10 by 760 equal to 1 by 76. So the mole fraction X equal to 1 by 76. So the correct option is fourth option. Here the solution for the problem, third one. Right? Let's move on to the next question. So the question is for a non-volatile solute. So here they have given three statements. Which statement is correct for the non-volatile solute? So first, let me explain about what is non-volatile. So non-volatile mean which cannot be evaporate. Which cannot be evaporate. So the non-volatile is which cannot be evaporate. Right? So let's see the first option. Vapor pressure of solute is 0. So if any solution which is contained, which can be evaporate, that solution can produce the vapor pressure. But here we are taking the non-volatile solute which cannot be evaporate. So we can say that this solute cannot produce any vapor pressure. That means the solute's vapor pressure is 0. So the first option is correct for the above this one. So the second option, vapor pressure of the solution is equal to vapor pressure of the pure solvent. So for example, if you see, vapor pressure of solution is equal to vapor pressure of pure solvent, right? So if you see, we know that each and every solution contain solute plus solvent, right? So then vapor pressure of the solution equal to vapor pressure of solution equal to vapor pressure of solute plus vapor pressure of solvent. Vapor pressure of solution is equal to vapor pressure of solute plus vapor pressure of solvent, right? So here we know that the solute is non-volatile. So the vapor pressure of solute is negligible. The vapor pressure of solute is the negligible. Then vapor pressure of solution is equal to vapor pressure of solvent which is present in the solution. So which is present in the solution. If you see the third option is vapor pressure of solution is equal to vapor pressure of solvent which is present in the solution, right? So the correct answers are first option and third option. First option and third option, right? Let's move on to the next question. Here the question, the vapor pressure of solution contained non-volatile solute is proportional to, right? Vapor pressure of solution contained non-volatile solute is proportional to, right? We know that according to Raoult's law, the vapor pressure of solution P equal to mole fraction into vapor pressure of pure solvent. Vapor pressure of pure solvent, right? So here the solution containing non-volatile solute. The solution containing non-volatile solute, then the solute vapor pressure is equal to 0, that is negligible. We know that, right? So if you come to the vapor pressure of solution, that is P equal to directly proportional to the mole fraction. Directly proportional to the mole fraction, right? So here the correct option is first option, mole fraction of the solute, right? So when the vapor pressure of solution is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the solute, whenever the solute is non-volatile solute, the solute is non-volatile solute, then only the mole fraction of the solute is directly proportional to the vapor pressure of the solution. So the correct option is first option. With this, I come to end of the session. Thank you very much.